35 laps around the half-mile dirt track at Charlotte. Couple of Black Diamond teammates on the front row, Joshua Steinke and Nathan Davis. Jeffrey Stewart saying it's a bumpy one out there. We saw how treacherous this track became in race number 1. No doubt we're going to see this continue to deteriorate in race number 2. So we are rolling. Tonight's A main, race number 2. On the pole, Joshua Steinke in the 80, Nathan Davis in the 36 to his outside, Justin Thomas, Kevin Hanley, Colton Hardy, Jacob Fields, Chris Roberts, Skylar Brown, winner of race 1, starts 8th. Kevin Swindell, John Lowe, Mason Hannigan, Braden Eiler, Blake Cannon, Dustin Griffiths, Kyle Stoltz, Billy Rowley, Sean Wallenfels, Kevin Click, Jason Nygaard, Ernie Williams Jr., Kendall Tucker, Vinny Sansone, James Tiernan, and John Lepresto rounding out your field. 35 laps of racing action going to commence here off of turn number 4. Joshua Steinke leading them down. Green is out. Issues there in the center of the field. You can see Hanley into the wall to the outside. We knew there was a chain reaction right there. Chris Roberts hitting an infield tire, 2 infield tires, sending him into the grass. No caution. Colton Hardy working the middle of the track right now. He's got Braden Eiler and Kevin Swindell breathing down his neck. Skylar Brown trying to hold off the 27 of Jacob Fields. Fields going to make that pass, but then over under does Skylar Brown. 3 wide there. Braden Eiler through the middle. Here comes Billy Rowley trying to insert himself into this battle. Fields right now in 6th, trying to take 5th away from Colton Hardy. Rowley has made his way around Eiler. Contact with Swindell pushes him into Hardy. Rowley out of sorts, but he's able to gather it up. Steinke with a big race lead over Justin Thomas. Nathan Davis in 3rd. Now dropping back to 4th is Skylar Brown making his charge up to the front. We've seen him take race number 1, and he's looking to do the double here in race 2. Davis trying to hold him down. Oh, onto the cushion, makes contact with Brown. Davis upside down. Now he's going to get ping-ponged around by multiple cars before landing on his side in the infield. You can see he hits the cushion, turning him down into Brown and into the fence. Rowley making contact. Wallenfels, Hannigan. The hits just kept on coming for Nathan Davis. That's unfortunate. He was running 4th before that happened. And now he is out of this race. Take a look at the nose of Billy Rowley's car here. We saw he was the first one to make contact with Davis after he got upside down. Looks like that front wing is intact, so shouldn't be major issues there. Joshua Steinke, your race leader. Justin Thomas in 2nd. Skylar Brown Still in third after that contact. You can see he's got a little crumple on that front wing. So he's got a little bit of damage on that car. Jacob Fields in fourth. Lap 38 will be our white flag lap. Caution flag laps do not count in DOB competition. Lights should go out on the pace truck right here. Go back to green on lap 12 of this race, which will give us 26 laps to go. Steinke, Thomas, Brown, your top three. We're going green here off of turn number 4. Joshua Steinke leading us down. Skylar Brown on the high side trying to make a run there. You can see behind them Colton Hardy making moves up the center. A little bit of contact there with the 27. Here comes Billy Rowley into the picture. That's Ernie Williams Jr. who was able to make it around both of those cars. Rowley to the inside of Fields in the 27. Give him that position. Now he sets his sights on Colton Hardy, who's trying to make his way into the rear of Ernie Williams. He's able to stay off of Williams in the 91. You can see that car banging off the fence there. Now Hardy makes that pass stick. But a little bit of issue there off of turn number 4. He's out of sorts. That's going to give Rowley a look up the inside. Williams kind of slow there through 1 and 2. These guys with a tremendous battle here, fighting it out for 4th place. Now Williams to the inside. He's going to slide up in front of Hardy. Rowley going to try to work the bottom, and Hardy comes down the track into him. Those two cars are hooked. They're in the infield. And he's going to come back on the track in front of Kevin Swindell, who makes contact with the 79. The caution flag is going to fly. You can see these guys 3 and 4 wide coming off of turn 4. Williams to the top of the track. Hardy's going to try to make the slider, but Rowley was there. He didn't realize that the 79 was already to the inside of him. And as those guys tried to get it gathered, there was nowhere to go for the 39 of Swindell. Swindell looks to be missing his front wing. Rowley got that car sorted out. Not sure if he lost a lap or not. I think not. But that's going to put him back to 21st position. Steinke still out front. Thomas, Skylar Brown in 3rd. But that battle for 4th has now shaken out into a much different outlook. Ernie Williams, 4th. Jacob Fields in 5th. 6th now belongs to Blake Cannon. And Jason Nygaard now up to 7th. He started way back in this field, as did Ernie Williams Jr. So those cars have been passing a lot of cars already. James Tiernan up to 9th. That's another one who's made his way forward. So, lap 41 is now your white flag lap. That means we got 20 laps to go here. Joshua Steinke going to lead us down. Here we go. Getting a good look at Steinke. Thomas made a move there on the bottom. It didn't work for him. That's going to open the door for Skylar Brown. Here comes Williams into the picture. And caution flag waves. near the contact there. Going to try to see what car that was. That looks like Sean Wallenfels there, who's going to make contact with James Tiernan. Let's see what happens. Tiernan into the fence down the backstretch. Wallenfels with nowhere to go. Vinny Sansone getting a piece of that. Looked like Colton Hardy did as well. See if these cars have any damage here. All of those guys relegated to the rear of the field. Looks like Colton Hardy is done. Wallenfels, I do believe, as well. So lap 44 will be your white flag lap. Give us 18 to go here. Weston Newell talking about the bumps. You can't blame Tiernan for losing control. They're just really crazy bumps, that's for sure. I think my biggest issue is that we find out that the straightaways wear bumps the same way that the corners do. And I just, you know, if we're looking for realism, that's just not the way that it goes. We hope to see iRacing kind of smooth that out in the future, which actually might be a little tougher than it sounds. But we're going to go green flag right here. Working lap 26, Joshua Steinke. Good run there. We're going to look a little farther back. Jacob Fields trying to hold off the 44 of Blake Cannon. John Lowe bringing that 20 car up into this battle as well. Jason Nygaard and Mason Hannigan working their way forward. Skylar Brown now losing third spot to Ernie Williams Jr. Both of those cars found the backstretch fence. Jacob Fields trying to make his way around the 10 as well, unable to do anything there on the front stretch. Watching Lowe there. That car is very, very quick right now. He's making positions at an accelerated rate. That's Cannon on the outside. Nygaard now taking a look at Lowe, but he's going to find the backstretch fence, lose a little time there. Mason Hannigan's going to regain that position. See Kevin Click, Vinny Sansone, all those guys doing battle. Now, got a race for third spot once again. Skylar Brown and Ernie Williams Jr. trading slide jobs. Back and forth for third. And looking out front, Justin Thomas. He's had a couple of looks here at the race leader on Joshua Steinke. Unable to do anything so far. You can see Steinke working the high side of the track. Thomas staying towards the middle. And it's working for him right now. He's been unable to pull even, but definitely just as quick as the race leader. Brown and Williams behind them, still working that cushion. Even Steinke starting to come down the racetrack, but it hurt him there. Thomas gaining time on the race leader. Those guys battling it out. Here comes Thomas. Staying at the bottom, not ready to try that slider yet. Steinke got a good run there out of turn 4, but we'll see if Thomas can keep edging ahead. Wow, Steinke really got through 1 and 2 well there. Put a little bit of a gap on him. Here comes Skylar Brown. Lap traffic going to be an issue for these guys here momentarily. You can see how rough that backstretch is getting. Those cars hopping around as they enter turn 3. Brown now to the outside of Thomas. really, really rough on the high side of the track. You can see Thomas trying to make that bottom work, but it's just not there consistently. This is one of the most complicated racetracks to get right when it gets really worn out like this. But time is winding down for Justin Thomas and Skylar Brown. Steinke has improved his gap on second place. And we are looking at 5 laps to go here. Steinke utilizing the high side of the track quite well. Skylar Brown, though, he's the only man with a chance to catch him right now. A mistake would help, but it does look like Skylar is quicker right now. The winner from race number 1, tracking down the race leader, Joshua Steinke. We saw him utilize the top side of the racetrack to perfection in race number 1, and he pounced on a mistake, but now caution is out. Gonna take a look here. Not sure where that caution come in. I can hear the contact. There it is. Blake Cannon in the 44, who was running quite well up there with Nygaard, making contact with Lowe and backing it into the fence. He was able to get off the racing surface there before more carnage ensued. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that we are looking at a green-white checkered finish here. And I got to tell you, I don't think that was what the 10 of Skylar Brown was really looking for there. He had that car rolling. He was in a groove, and I think he felt like he was going to be able to make a move on the 80. You saw him get a good run down the front stretch, and he kind of patiently entered turn 1 when he might have had a shot at a wild slider. Word from race control says that lap 47 will be the white flag lap. So only a couple laps left in this race. Weston Newell thinking the same thing in the Facebook chat. He knew he was quicker. He was being patient, but now he's got less time, and Steinke had a chance to relax a little bit, take a breath, maybe make a few adjustments to that car. So man, that yellow flag, I think it really hurts Brown, but he's still there. He's going to have a chance. Lights out on the pace car. We are going to go back green on lap 46, and we will have 2 green flag laps to decide this race. We are not going to leave the battle at the front right here. Joshua Steinke has to get a good start to make this happen here in race 2. Skylar Brown in second, looking for a sweep of the evening. Ernie Williams Jr. has a run on the 10. Contact between second and third. That puts Brown into the fence. And Steinke, oh, there are more contact there. The top 4 having trouble. Thomas back across the track. Caution is out. They're racing it to the line. That's it. Your winner in the 80 for the second time this week, Joshua Steinke. I want to try and back up a little bit. Had a wild ride there to end this race. You can see on the front stretch, Williams, Brown, and Thomas having trouble. Thomas goes across the track collecting the 22. I think that's Mason Hannigan and not Nygaard. And as you can see, Joshua Steinke making his way across the line first. Do believe it is Jacob Fields who finished second. And is that Jason Nygaard in third? Wild finish here to race number 2. And we're going to get these guys into Discord and have a little chat with them. So there you have it, your top three here in race number 2. Joshua Steinke, race winner. The 027 of Jacob Fields in second, and the 22 of Jason Nygaard in third. Podium interviews coming up shortly here. Get everybody in Discord. Go ahead and pull him into the broadcast booth here. We didn't get a chance to talk to him on Tuesday night, but for the second time this week, Joshua Steinke finds himself in victory lane. That one looked like the wild one there, Josh. Talk to us about that race and how you were able to stay on top of that horse to make it to victory lane.
I mean, I was pretty happy with their qualifying setup for this evening. I wanted to make it into the first race of the night, but my computer's been just taking a big old dump on me and hasn't been that fun. But I was able to make it into the second race, got everything squared up, and we had a good qualifying setup, put me in a good position, good for the invert for the heats, and we ended up finishing first, and that put me on the pole. And I couldn't ask for a better starting position, and I just drove away with it. I really thought I had a good setup. I took her easy for a good while, and I saw a couple of guys catching me, and just happened to caution came out at that right time, and then I just put pedal to the metal after that, and I feel like I had that pretty secured and put away.
How challenging was the track tonight? Because we saw plenty of mistakes from some pretty solid drivers. It seemed like the middle kind of slicked off there, and the top got really bumpy, the way Charlotte likes to do. How challenging was it for you? Did you just have that car that did whatever you wanted?
I think I did, but I just kept it to the high side majority of the time. Charlotte's known for it. The cushion that builds up here is just easy to put that right rear right on it and just swipe it all the way around the turn and just get a good momentum all the way through. And I just kept it up there. I heard the racing was pretty rough back there. People making a bunch of dumb, unnecessary moves, and I was just lucky to be up front and avoid all that carnage.
Well, we've seen you up front multiple times. That's got to give you a lot of confidence going forward. You think you're going to be able to pull away with another one of these championships here in DOB competition?
I'm really hoping so. I'll put my best effort into it, focusing on these 410s and get ready for what's to come with them.
All right, well, congratulations, Joshua Steinke. You're winner of race number 2. Well done, my friend.
Yep, thanks, Anthony.
So we've got Jason Nygaard in here in the booth as well. I want to make sure we get Jacob in here as well at some point. Jason, a third-place finish here tonight. You've had a wild week, sometimes in a bad way, sometimes in a good way, but it's got to feel good to end the week here with a podium finish.
Oh yeah, considering after that heartbreaking 360 race Tuesday night.
Yeah, we saw you there Tuesday night leading most of the way and losing fuel there off of turn number 2. That was a heartbreaking finish. But talk about tonight, man. You started quite a way back in this thing. You were able to work your way forward throughout. You just have a good car there that allowed you to go top or bottom wherever anybody was not at.
Yeah, I just tried to put the car where people weren't, and once I could get to the high side, I just started. Then the car picked up the speed it usually has, and worked my way up to third place and had a solid race.
So what kind of a mindset can you take in a race like this? I mean, we saw a lot of mistakes from a lot of guys, so you're going to have to dart and dodge and miss a lot of incidents, but at the same time, you have to be aggressive, because if you're just waiting for these guys to crash around you, all of a sudden you're getting run over from behind. How do you approach that when you're trying to charge through the field? Are you just as aggressive as possible?
Sometimes I'm overly aggressive, and I pay the price for that, but I just I just got lucky and passed a lot of cars tonight.
Well done, Jason. We really felt for you there on Tuesday night losing that race, but at least we get to see you climb back to a podium finish here tonight. Congratulations, and we wish you good luck going forward.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We got to talk to two of the top three there. I don't think we have the 27 of Jacob Fields, who ended up second here tonight. But we did have a lot of fun.